And it's very, very easy to hit a lovely speed.
It's great to be nearing the end of our first leg.
It's great cycling at this time of morning too.
Pete the trike has performed beautifully over these roughly sealed roads. And even though the landscape's quite flat in this region, that doesn't stop Pete raising quite a head of steam down some of the declines in the road.
It's just a pity that some of us have to absorb Jeff's exhaust. After a good morning of cycling, we finally arrive at the town limits of Burkina Faso's second largest town, Bobo Dioulasso. But not everyone is happy at our arrival. We'd been caught filming a police checkpoint. And this is the footage we had to take to erase our film of the police.
Being caught filming by the police was one of the more scary experiences. It's amazing, when I come to think about it now, how easy it was to compose myself in a very scary situation.
I could see a police checkpoint coming up, but I basically kept the camera straight ahead on the road, made sure I wasn't actually filming the police station, which was just off the road.
It was an interesting psychological exercise to be caught in that situation and to try and have to be relaxed as possible, but to also allow yourself to run over the possible scenarios that could happen to you and how you could possibly avoid them.
I just tried to stay really calm and just deal with almost every second that happened. You know, the officers were asking to look through our footage just to make sure that we hadn't filmed anything really sensitive. So, you know, you just deal with that little situation.
I'm very, very glad with the outcome. We could have been bribed well beyond our means.
We had our passports taken from us for a little while, you know, so we just deal with that and, you wonder when you're going to get the passport back.
But as usual, during a stressful experience, it was a great one to look back on and a great one to have had that experience, so that if that sort of thing happens again, it probably won't be so hard.
Still, without the slightest form of nastiness or harassment, and with plenty of apologetic gestures from us, we're allowed to continue into town and assume our role as free visitors. Concerned about some mild malaria-type symptoms, Jeff decides it's wise to get himself tested. Luckily, we're now in the country's capital, so these facilities are likely to be the most hygienic we'll find anywhere. Between 6 and 9% of the world's population will contract malaria in any given year, and over 90% of cases occur in Africa.
When I'm cold, I just sweat. Okay, that was pretty painless. It was very quick. I just got here and they took my records, and within 2 minutes I was in there having my finger pricked. It was really a really good process. I'll be come back in 2 hours and then I'll find out if I've got malaria or not.
Typical symptoms like fever, headache and weakness can be severe, and between 1 and 3% of sufferers will die from it. As well as a preventative drug, we used mosquito nets over our beds where possible, mozzie coils where nets aren't possible, and insect repellent around dinner time when mozzies are most prevalent. But it's obvious that malaria is not the only risk here, and this practitioner isn't shy about making those risks abundantly clear.
Okay, it seems that I don't have falciparum malaria, I don't have normal malaria, and I don't have eggs of malaria. I have an absence of malaria, which is good.
No malaria. So
that's good. Fantastic, Matthias.
yeah.
Nice to meet you.